Hello everyone, my name is Joeischunk, and welcome to my version of Extreme One-Chunk Ironman. If you haven't seen it before, you're probably wondering what that is. Well, for you lucky few, let's dive into it. One-Chunk Ironman is a self-imposed game mode where you must play the game as the title describes, one chunk at a time. Each chunk is a 64 by 64 tile of area. These chunks make up the world of Gielinor. The trick to this challenge is that I must now complete all challenges following Limpwurt's style of rules. Those rules are: complete all highest level skilling challenges. If there is a magic tree in the chunk, I will have to cut the tree and then fletch and burn the logs. Complete all quests. I will not need to start the quests if they are not yet completable. Complete all achievement diaries. Obtain all unique monster drops. Obtain all unique shop items and spawnable items. Obtain all minigame rewards. In other words, do everything possible in each chunk. While playing this game mode, I will be taking advantage of random events, so any items acquired from these will be needed to be completed before moving on to the next chunk. For example, if I receive an uncut diamond, I will need to cut it before moving on. With this challenge, we have some exceptions. Excluded would be prayer, magic, and troll drops. We will not be required to unlock the highest magic and prayers within our first chunk because they are available in every chunk. Additionally, drops such as the evil chicken outfit are not required because of how unrealistic the drop rate. Now, another thing I have to take into consideration is managing things based on my skill level. So I'm going to be taking bosses with a grain of salt. I have been playing since 2005, but this is my first time diving into old school RuneScape after years of playing the main game. So this will eventually be a real learning experience and quite the challenge. Once the chunk is completed, we will be randomly selecting an adjacent chunk to move to. But in addition to adjacent chunks, we will allow ourselves to reach chunks within the physical transportation systems, such as charter ships and the canoe system. Now, we cannot unlock a chunk by being able to teleport to it. So if we unlock teleport to Varrock, that does not mean we can then unlock Varrock. So taking a look at chunk 1, let's see what we're going to need. 99 defense. I need this because of the melee combat tutor. Within the chunk, the highest weapon available is a mithril battle axe. However, it is possible to get a mithril scimitar from a random event, so wish me luck. 99 woodcutting. I need this because of the woodcutting tutor. This will be a massive grind since the steel axe is the highest tier available in the chunk. And I will have to be spending some time collecting oak logs for future grinds. I will need 42 cooking in order to make fried onions, because there is an onion spawn in the room above the general store. I will need to cut a yew log, since there is a yew tree in the chunk. This will require 60 wood cutting. With the yew log, I'll have to craft a yew longbow and shield, which would require 70 and 72 fletching respectively, and then be able to equip those, which will both require 40 in ranged and defense. I'll finally need to burn a yew log, which would require 60 fire making. Now for the challenges I cannot complete yet, and will need to return for. I will need to receive both an Imp and Goblin Champion Scroll. To unlock Champion Scrolls, I will need 32 quest points. I need to catch and cook a salmon. I can't do this yet as I don't have any fishing equipment. And finally, I'll need to buy the Barrow's Gloves. This requires the completion of Recipes for Disaster, and, well, I can't even do Cook's Assistant yet. And finally, I'll have to complete all tasks and quests within the chunk. So I believe there are only a handful of tasks available, but I'm unable to finish any quests at the start. Finally, just a big shout out to the guys who really inspired me to even try this challenge. Limpwurt and Verf, you guys are both incredible, and you set a good precedence for anyone who wants to do this. Link in the description.